how to do it. Let me show you how to do it.
Hey guys, so I just recently changed my charge port and I just want to share lessons learned. There are plenty of videos on YouTube that talks about how to replace it, but nobody really talks about the errors that you can run into, the issues that you can face when you're replacing this. So I kind of want to tell you guys, the very first thing is you don't need to remove any of this. All you need is to remove this panel, which is held by just one screw, and remove that, and you can go ahead and remove this entire panel out. Now there are two main issues. The very first issue is why it failed to begin with. It failed because the water tends to accumulate at the bottom and kind of sinks. This whole part sinks into the water and end up getting damaged from inside. And the way it works is there's a drain port. Once you remove the headlight assembly, there's a drain port in there that basically gets clogged, and that's where this whole thing resides. If you really want to see it, I made a really detailed video on how to clean that and drain that properly. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below so you guys can see that. There's a way to clean that properly. That's one issue, so make sure you address the cause that made it fail, the very first and important thing. So drain cleaning is very important. Now once you install this, you cannot just plug and play this. This has to be calibrated. The software have to be installed, and Tesla is most likely going to tell you you cannot do it yourself, but trust me, you can if you follow my process. Two things you need to do. You need to do the calibration on these, and then you have to reinstall the software. Now I made a whole detailed video of how to replace this whole part, so check that video in the description. I think I have 3 or 4 videos on this topic, very detailed. But one of the most common issues that people run into is you get this error. You can see that on the screen right now. You get this error on your dash even after the calibration and the software installation, and you're probably going to go crazy. Why am I getting this error? Because if you're getting this error, you're not going to be able to charge. So the system gets blocked. You have this instead of green, you're going to see the ring of red, and that basically blocks you from doing anything, pretty much charging the car. You cannot charge the car at all. So the reason it happens is because, see this cover? What a lot of people do is, like, they're working on over here, they just button everything up and they test it before doing anything. And once you're doing the test, and if you have this cover off, basically there's a latch in here. So when you press this red in all the way, it triggers a switch which tells the system, the car computer, that everything over here on the high voltage side is buttoned up. So basically this cover is very important. If you take this cover off, you're not going to be able to charge your car. Simple as that. Make sure you have the cover seated properly, because that's the only way you're going to eliminate that error. That error is not going to go away. So make sure this piece is in, make sure everything is bolted nice and tight. So highly recommend button everything up the way it is. Don't put the cover or anything like that back. Also, another very important thing is when you're installing this, before tightening up the light, make sure this door is properly aligned. The door is properly aligned with this shape right there. So the way you do that is just close it, look at it from inside before you install this piece, and you can see the alignment from inside better than outside. And once that alignment is done, that's when you want to go ahead and put the screws in. So just these are a couple of tips I want to give you. If you're replacing this, you can eliminate a lot of headaches. Other than that, it's pretty simple. This part is available at Amazon. I can leave a link in the description below. You can pick that up, or you can buy it from your Tesla dealership for like $165 plus tax. So with that, that's it, guys. If you want to see a full detailed video of how to do this and how to clean the drain and stuff, I'm going to leave a link in the description below so you guys can see that. And I have another video to make your old one work, so in case if you're interested in making your old one work, you can follow that as well. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please give it a thumbs up.